Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. Today we are going to be playing in some new makeup finds. Now, all of the makeup that I'm going to be trying on today is not going to be actually new releases, but it's going to be new makeup that I'm trying out for the first time. Some of them are pieces are products that I bought a while back, but I haven't got a chance to come on here and play with it for you guys and review the products. So I figured, why not, while my collection is ever growing, why not come out here and try out these makeup before the end of the year. So as you can see, I've already done my eye makeup, so that is done. I'm gonna be diving in with my first product. So the first product I want to try today is actually Mcgrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. Now, I have not really heard anything that much impressive about this primer, but obviously it came with the bundle, and so I figured, why not try it, right? So this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Primer, and like everybody says, the paper in the back here so isn't well secured, but yeah, this is what I'm gonna be trying. So I already have on my moisturizer, so I'm just gonna be diving straight in to this primer. I think this primer is meant to have a face blurring effect or blurring effect. It does look like it does give me a really, I am getting a mattified look so far. Okay, so the next product I'm going to be trying out is the Too Faced Bond This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. Now, Too Faced recently brought out a mattifying foundation, and I didn't get that one. Instead, I grabbed this one. I don't know. Too Faced hasn't really been, I think this is my first item that I'm buying from Too Faced. Actually, I think I bought a lip gloss from them a while back. It was extra glittery, but it was okay. But I don't really buy Too Faced products, so this is gonna be like the first time I'm trying out one of their foundations, and I've actually never tried this foundation on at all. And I actually bought this foundation online as all of my other foundations, and I bought the shade Butter Pecan. So I'm not quite sure if this is a good match for my complexion, but we're gonna be trying it out today and see how it goes. Why not, right? Let me just give it a shake. So like it says a undetectable medium to full coverage. So this is what it's meant to give. Now, I don't really go for medium to full coverage foundation, but this is what it is here. It does look a bit concerning. Okay, at glance it looks really thick. It looks kind of creamy, and the shade also looks a little bit I don't know. Okay, so this actually looks a little bit too brown for me, a little bit too yellowy. I don't know. Oh, actually, I can get away with it if I use it sparingly, but it definitely looks a little bit too brown or too golden. I don't know what to describe it, but I would say it's a bit yeah, I'm gonna say it's a bit yeah, it's definitely really, really golden and really brown, but I'm definitely getting full coverage, no doubt about that way. But I do like the coverage of this foundation. Ooh, I like it compared to the other sides. Obviously, you can see that my pores are a little bit masked compared to this side, and a few of my blemishes are not showing up. But I like this. I mean, I think I can get away with this shade. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to go really light when it comes to the powder, but you can definitely see that it looks a little bit yellowy or a bit more too brown for my complexion. But we're gonna see how we work this one out. Okay, so the next makeup that I want to try out is the Kevyn Aquan concealers. Now, I actually discovered these concealers a while back, and I just went crazy over it, and I bought it. Now, the story behind this concealer is like somewhat embarrassing, just like every other situation with my concealers and my foundation shopping. I actually went online, and I don't know if I was looking up concealers or whatever, but I saw this girl trying on this concealer, and the shade that she was trying on, it just looks so yellow and golden and pretty, and I was like, that's beautiful. And it said that this was the best. It's actually said that this was the best foundation on the market. Oh, wait a minute, my eyelash glue. Yeah, so they actually said that the Kevyn Aquan concealers are the best concealers on the market, the most creaseless foundation. That's a claim that the Kevyn Aquan concealer made. I mean, we had that same claim with that Fenty concealer, but that wasn't the case. But yeah, they said the Kevyn Aquan concealers are the best concealers on the market, and they're creaseless and yeah, has good staying power and so forth, so forth. That's what they claim. So I just went crazy and I bought it, and I actually bought the wrong shade. But the shade that I bought was absolutely a ridiculous shade. According to Jackie Owen, I bought one of those Caucasian shades, and I don't know, it just wasn't it. So this is not my false impression of this concealer. The Kevyn Aquan concealers, not only are they allegedly the best concealers, they're quite pricey and considered to be luxury or high-end concealers. So as you can see, the pots are quite small, but this, I think one of these retailed for about 30 something pounds, so they are quite pricey. But what I do notice about it is that it smells really good. It does smell luxurious. It actually smells like the sunblock. It smells like sunblock, but with a moisturizer to it. It does smell luxurious, this Kevyn Aquan concealer. So I was actually sold. I was so in love with it that I was actually gutted that I actually bought the wrong shade the first time. So the first shade that I actually bought was number 4, which is a little bit drastically too light. And another thing with this concealer, it says that it goes a very long way. Oh Christ, that's the shade that I picked up initially, which was a no. And then I went and I bought the shade number 12, which is a lot more yellower, I mean browner, which is, I think, is a lot better. So I decided to what I'm going to do is apply this darker shade first and then apply the other one on top of it just to see how it performs. So like I said to you, I've tried it, as in tried it on, but I haven't used it, applied it with a full face of makeup. I just dab my fingers in it. But just so you guys can see, it usually it comes with a really nice swirl to it, but obviously once you dab your fingers in it. So these are the 2 shades that I bought. Okay, and these pots are really small, but they do have 18 grams of fluid, of product in it, so that's not too bad, I guess. I mean, and like I said to you, it's really pigmented. You guys will see now how much it spreads. So I did notice that when I tried it the very first time, I had to like literally dab the brush in it. And it also says that this product is best applied with a concealer brush, so we're gonna do just that. And I'm actually kind of scared. I was just going with this brush. I'm just going in with a regular flat concealer brush. Now at glance, this product is quite creamy and is definitely full coverage. You can see that in the application of it. It just went in really matte. Apart from that, the shade that I bought, obviously the shade here, so it was a little bit too close to my complexion, and that's because of how light the first shade that I bought was. So that was the idea. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with that lighter shade as well, just to brighten this up. And I'm gonna do so ever so sparingly because okay, we're not gonna overdo this now. So I'm actually gonna use my concealer brush just to stipple in this shade because I don't really want to carry it too much. I just stipple it in. Okay, I'm just gonna use the remainder of product on the brush to go along down my nose because I'm kind of like concerned. You don't want to OD this now. So I'm just taking the lighter product and just bringing it along my nose like that. And even though it's you know, the shade was too light, I don't know, it just has this nice yellow undertone to it. I really like that. Yeah, I like this concealer. Okay, this is really giving you a nice tight feel, a tight look to the face. Okay, so the next product that I want to try out is, let me just close these up quickly. Are we creasing? We're creasing a little bit. Yeah, right, we're creasing. Okay, so this next product I want to try out is the Huda Beauty Tanto So this is actually the Tanto contour and bronze cream. Again, I bought this a while ago and never really got a chance to play with it, but this is meant to be a contour, a cream contour and a bronzer. I bought the shade medium. Now let me just give you guys a look of how this looks. So this is how the package looks. It has this little spin-off thing right here. It's quite sleek, it is. And it comes with this top and it says tan and tone, as you can see. And then we have this little lip on it. Now I did swatch it to see the shade, but let's just apply this now to see what this is like. Now that's a nice shade, as you can see. A really nice contour shade. I don't know. I never get my contour lines on the same thingy, but you know, you get the vibe or whatever it is. Okay, so I'm just put a little bit of it under here. That's the remainder of the product on the brush. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my foundation, the same foundation brush that I use. Just wipe it off a little bit, make sure I don't carry any of the lighter product. I like you. I really like the shade of that Tanto. Okay, now I'm creasing, right? Apparently this concealer is not meant to crease, but I'm creasing. I'm creasing, but it's not a really, you know, it's not a really deep crease, but I'm creasing, okay? So that's the Tanto. Now we're going to go on to the powders. So I actually discovered the Huda Beauty powders as well while I was looking at the Tanto, and I managed to pick up the shade Kunafa and Blondie. Now these are the two shades, Kunafa and Blondie. So let's just dive into these before I crease any more. So I'm going to be going in with this shade right here under the eyes, which is Blondie. If I can find a brush to apply it quickly. So before I go in, let me just take out some of these creases because... So let's just go in with this right here. That shade Blondie is quite dusty. Nice and seamless, I'm gonna have to say. And then I'm just gonna run this along my nose. Okay, so that's that Blondie shade from Huda Beauty. And then we're gonna go into Kunafa all over the rest of the face. And this is what Kunafa looks like. So it's a bit of light golden yellow, but obviously remember we put on that foundation, it was a bit browny, so we don't really want to go too dark. So this maybe, actually that's maybe not such a bad idea. I don't know what's in my brush, but get out. Okay, let me just pour this Kunafa shade out in here. It does take a hard, so now these Kunafa powders come with this mesh on it, and it's very hard to get product out of here. I guess that's the idea, but it's a bit too hard there. Ooh, I'm gonna have to say, okay, we got dust particles all over the place. No, I know you guys probably noticed. Well, she hasn't done her nose contour. I have noticed. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm looking really matte and cool right now, but I'm not really looking powdery. So I'm really glad about that, but I'm looking extremely matte, and I think I might be looking a tinge browner, which is expected, hence because that foundation that I use, which is a little bit brown, but I do like the way I mean, there are creases a little bit because truth be told, if you have creases, you can't really prevent creases. So, you know, these claims that these concealers make, I don't know. But I am impressed with the finish of that concealer so far. So let's just see. I need to go in and apply some contour. Ooh, so I need to use that Tanto to do my contour. Where is it now? I have so much in front of me. Right, the Tanto. Do I really want to go back in with this? Apply it over powder. Why not? Doesn't really matter. It's not that serious, right? So let's just see what we're going to be applying that with. So I'm just going to go in with that Tanto and apply a little bit of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we just went a little bit OD right here. Not just OD, went crazy with it. Huh. All right, I'll tell you what. So that Tanto is meant to be like a bronzer as well. This Tanto went on really smooth, even though I already powdered down my foundation. I quite like that. That's good. That's a good thing. All right. Gotta say, I'm quite impressed with the fact that that blended out so seamlessly and not blotchy. Seeing as though I applied it over the powder. But, you know, it completely makes sense because this is meant to be a bronzer as well. Ooh, that saved the day. I'm really happy with that. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to go in with some Fix Plus just to take care of all of this powderness and hopefully the color sets down. Okay. So while that's drying, I'm gonna be let's just dive into this highlighter. Now this is actually a new release by Charlotte Tilbury. I can't remember when it was released, but I just discovered this Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. And I mean, I recently reviewed her bronzers and I was very impressed with it. And the packaging of this was also eye-catching. So I was like, you know what? Let me just dive into this highlighter. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Superstar Glow Highlighter. So I went into Selfridges and I saw the highlighter because I think I saw it somewhere on YouTube. And I was like, I haven't even heard much about it. So I was like, let me just go into the store and swatch it. And when I saw it, I was like, you know what? First of all, that shade didn't look very unique. It didn't look very unique. And unlike the other Charlotte Tilbury packaging, it wasn't gold. It was actually silver. So it was silver, but it came in a similar shape to the bronze, but not a similar shape, in the same shape as the bronzer. So the bronzer, let me just show you guys this gold package. So this is the bronzer here, and this is the silver. And as you can see, it's a silver packaging, but it's a bit more mattifying. So I wasn't entirely sold on it. Again, I couldn't literally apply it on my, I couldn't apply it on my face, but what it did do is give it to me on a piece of napkin again, just like it did with the bronzer. And I tried it, and in the store, even though with all the lights and stuff like that, I wasn't really sold on it. But because I took the tissue and I just dabbed it onto my face, by the time I got home, when I got home and I looked into the mirror and I saw the highlighter, I was like, wait a minute, what highlighter is this again? You know, like the after effect of it, I don't know, it was really pretty, it was really outstanding. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to get this highlighter because this is something. So this is the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, Superstar Glow highlighter. And as you can see, Charlotte Tilbury does not stingy with her products. She gives you a generous amount of products, and yes, her prices are a bit pricey, but for the quantity, for the amount of product that you get, you can't really complain. I mean, I'm not running out of this. Anybody who runs out of this highlighter, I just don't know. And I saw somebody actually run out of this bronzer, the bronzer, which is so huge, so much product in this bronzer. I don't know who runs out of bronzer that big, but yeah, this is the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. So I'm gonna be trying this one out for you guys today. In addition to that, the Hula, this is actually by Benefit Cosmetic, the Hula Toasted Bronzer. So I've actually came across this, actually no, my sister actually told me about this bronzer. Now I was like, again, just like Too Faced, I wasn't really into Benefit. I have never really bought anything from Benefit, so this is my very first item that I bought from Benefit, and I really liked the shade. I never really went into Benefit because I don't like the packaging. I'm out here for pretty packaging. If you don't have a pretty package, it doesn't really appeal to me. I don't, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. So yeah, this never really appealed to me. But I'll tell you what, when I bought it and once I saw the size of it, I was like, this is a little bit of product. But actually, no. This is more than the Fenty bronzers. This has quite a generous amount of product in it, which I was actually shook and I was kind of impressed at the same time. So this has 8.0 grams of product in here. So compared, I mean, we're not comparing any bronzers to the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer is just not right, but it's 16 grams. But the Fenty bronzer has in less gram of product than this little box of bronzer, which I find was very surprising. Now let me just see if I can get in it because my fingers won't allow me. So this is what the bronzer looks like. It's quite deep, but it's a nice chocolatey brown color that I absolutely look forward to trying on. So how are we looking so far after my name is dry down? So again, we are creasing the Kevyn Aquan concealer. It's creaseless-ish because it is giving me a really impressive, nice, tight, flawless finish. So I am happy with that so far, but it is creasing. So but I'm impressed with it. I would have to say this concealer is maximum hold concealer when it comes to you know, setting your under eyes. It gives you a really like tight look on the face. So while you do get some creasing, it is the closest to creaseless concealer on the market that I have tried so far. So at least I'm very much impressed with that given the price point of it. So yeah, let's just dive into this bronzer right here, provided I can find me a brush. I like that. That's quite nice. I like you compared to the other side. I like that. And that's just one swipe. I mean, yeah, this Hula Toasted Bronzer, really pretty. A nice brown shade. One swipe and you got your intensity. I like that bronzer. Can we say yeah? Yeah, I like you. Really pretty. I like that. So that's the Hula Bronzer. Now, before we go into the Charlotte Tilbury, actually, yeah, let's try it. Why not? Yeah, let's go into it first because I'm going to do my brush. Usually, well, initially I did my blush, my bronzer, then my blush, then my highlighter. But as of lately, I've been doing highlighter, bronzer, highlighter, then blush. So let's just go into this highlight. So this is what it looks like. Very big, very generous. Oh, let me just swatch it for you guys because, oh, it's quite thingy. It came up a lot. Oh, so one thing, it's not a very special shade. I mean, come on, you know what, when it comes to highlighters right now, people done did it, done it, done tried every shade. So at this point, I think people are running out of ideas and just going back to basics when it comes to highlighters. I think that's literally what's happening. But let's just have a look. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. It's a really pretty highlighter. Look at that. It's a really pretty highlight. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that so many people brought up highlighters and went so spectacular with these highlighters. It's like people still expect you to, you know, be creative when it comes to highlighters, and there's nothing else you can possibly try. There is no other unique shade. We have rose gold, bronze gold, pure gold, copper gold. I mean, we got every platinum gold, platinum, you know, and even Jeffree Star went completely crazy with the highlighters. If you find anything different, any other different shades or any more creative highlighters to bring out, I don't know, that'd just be miraculous to say the least. But yeah, this highlighter is bomb. Now, before I go on, I actually forgot to put on my bronzer, my contour on my nose. I don't know, I keep leaving out my nose tonight. But let's just get some color. Let's get some bronzer on this nose of mine. And again, this Hula, oh my God, okay. They should call me OD because I seem to be going OD a lot. Never mind how kinked my brush is. I just washed it, and however I left it, it just took a shape of its own. But yeah. Are we happy with that? Yeah, it's okay. All right, so let me just put some highlighter there on my little nosy. It's not one of those, like, you know, spectacular, but it is a nice highlighter to have. And I mean, ooh, we're just so used to all these blinding highlighters. We expect everything to have us beaming from the sun, but this is a beautiful highlighter. So I like that one. Okay, next for the showstopper of this little haul of mine. Now, I recently came across some blushes from Dior. Now, Dior. So, I recently came across some of Dior's Backstage makeup and I was absolutely smitten. I was sold and I was like, you know what? Let me try it. But let's just take a minute to admire Dior's packaging. I mean, come on. Dior is so cute. I just love the packaging. Don't you think so? I mean, the contents in here, I have not dived into them. I have not even swatched them because I refuse to untie this bow because it is everything. I mean, let's just take a minute to admire Dior's packaging. This is makeup. There's not even perfume in here. Just makeup. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what's inside of here. Let's just get into it. Ooh. So I actually got the Dior Backstage Afterglow blush. Now, so this is not right, the Rosy Glow blush. Now I was really, I mean, I'm not usually into this shade of blush. I'm going to show you the shade of it now, but just let me show you what else I got. I actually managed to get the Dior Backstage Plump and Color Reviver Lip Maximizer. I got that as well. And ooh, I got one of the glow palettes, but I'm not going to be going through this one right now, so I'm going to save this for another video. So yeah, and of course Dior gives you those cute little gifts with pouches. I absolutely love it. Ooh, look at that. So you get a nice little gift with pouches. So this is actually the Miss Dior perfume. Oh my god, look at this. Isn't Dior everything? I mean, look at this little bottle. It's so cute. It goes so nicely with, I can find a perfume for it. Well, it's quite simple. I can't get the one that I'm trying to reach, but yeah, this is the Blooming Bouquet, but it just looks just like the big bottle. This is so cute. I love this so much. Okay, so let's just move it along now. So this is the Dior Backstage what you call it, Rosy Glow blush. I just love this. I don't know, I can't remember where I saw this, but wherever I saw it, I was just so blown away by the color of it. I mean, look at this. Is this pretty or what? This looks like a Barbie doll pink. Now, I do not usually go for pink blushes, so this is going to be a false impression of this blush, and I really hope it shows up. But so this is going to be my false impression of this blush, but I really hope it shows up. It's not broken. I hope not. Christ. Oh, it's not. I mean, look at this. Look at this blush. This is everything. So pretty. I really hope this blush, you know, shows up. But I really like it. So let's just swatch it. So this is what it looks like. Okay, well, it's just giving me a very light rosy glow, and that's what the name of it actually. Oh shit. Okay. Wow. What do you know? This went on a lot more pigmented than I thought. Dang. Okay. No, that it's a very nice subtle. Ooh. I'm impressed. So, like the name, it gives me a really nice rosy glow. Now it's really subtle, but it's so pretty. I am very happy with that. I mean, look, it's showing up a lot more than I actually thought. Don't you just like that? I love when products work. Don't you just love when products walk, especially when they're by Dior. Next, we have these Dior Lip Maximizer. So this is actually the travel collection. This is the Plump and Color Reviver Lip Maximizer and Lip Glow by Dior. I have never actually tried this, and I was just, while I was on the website and I grabbed that blush, I just decided, you know, let me just try this out because this seemed to be a very popular product by Dior. So, ooh, packaging within a packaging. And ooh, this is fancy. So this is the lip glow in the shade pink. Lip glow pink. Oh, from Dior. So the lip glow pink. Now the packaging is so sleek on these items. I mean, look at them. So cute. Oh, that's pretty. So let's just, I'm guessing we're gonna just apply this. Pause. Yeah, it's quite rough though. It's not as sheer thingy, but it's not very smooth. It goes on like, is it chapstick? Something like that. It's all right. And then let's just see this lip maximizer and see how this goes because so obviously the lip maximizer, like the name implies, is that it has a little tingling to it because I saw the reviews. It has a little tingling to it and it's meant to make your lips pop. Okay, I'm feeling the lip tingling. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I immediately could feel my lips tingling and so on. So that's quite nice. That's not bad. But this is for like that natural everyday look where you just want to have a natural color. I do suppose you can put on a different color underneath because I think Dior has a few different shades in this lip glow. I think they do. So you can apply the lip maximizer over it, something a bit with a bit more pigment and just get a better look or whatever. So that brings us to the new makeup try on and haul. So these are the products that I just stumbled across or that I have been, you know, lusting over or wanting to try on for such a very long time, and I must admit I am quite impressed with every single one of them. I am very much surprised at the Too Faced foundation. Now this went on, now it actually looked very brown or very golden yellowy when I initially swiped it, and I would say it's still a bit brown for my complexion, but for how it dries down, it dries down really well. I don't feel like I look extra dark or anything like that. So I'm happy with that. And let's just talk about the finish. Now, this is meant to give you a medium to full coverage. It does give you a medium to full coverage, but you know, usually when brands advertise a medium to full coverage, it leads more medium than full coverage. But this foundation is more on the full coverage side, but it gives you a really nice natural finish. I mean, it went on and it wasn't too much, so I would have to say I'm very impressed with the Too Faced because I don't like full coverage foundations, so I don't like something that's too heavy on my skin, but this has just enough consistency, just enough thickness to give you a really nice flawless finish and not make your face look overdone, and it is quite mattifying, a really nice natural finish. So I'm happy with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Okay, so when it comes to the primer, I don't know if the primer helped with the application or how the foundation or this foundation went down, but I'm really happy with this finish. I'm really satisfactory. For a minute now, I've been really loving Pat McGrath foundation, but I can actually say this, it will and can be one of my go-to wearing foundations coupled with this primer if it's contributing to the finish right now. So that's the primer. And let's talk about the Tanto by Huda Beauty. I mean, the Tanto by Huda Beauty, it went on really smooth, really flawless. And I really like that even when I applied it over the powder, it didn't go on blotchy. So it is true to the performance or to the alleged purpose, because it's meant to be a contour and a bronzer. So if even after you put on your powders and stuff like that, you can apply it as a bronzer and it blended out really seamlessly on the nose. As you can see, You can't even tell that I applied a cream bronzer afterwards over my powder. So I like this product. The powders, now I love the powders because they remind me somewhat of the Pat McGrath powders. They go on really fine. They're very powdery and very like dusty, but when it goes onto the face, I didn't get a really cakey look. It didn't really make me look really powdery, so I like that. And I didn't go, even though I powdered up my entire face so much, I didn't get a really like dry gray look. So I'm impressed with these powders. And of course, the highlighter by Charlotte Tilbury. Like I said to you guys, this is not a special shade. I've already dug my fingers into it a couple of times. This is not a special shade or anything like that, but it is a beautiful natural finish. I mean, it's worth the money. It's worth the addition to your collection, especially if you're like me, you like collecting highlighters. But this is a beautiful highlighter. I'm really impressed with it. A really nice natural glow to the face. It is not beaming or blinding, but I will say on the different lights you do get a different look, and it is an impressive look that you get from this highlighter. So I am definitely happy with that. Then we have the Fula Bronzer by Benefit Cosmetics. Undoubtedly, I am happy that I found this. I mean, I'm always bronzer crazy, as is every other brown skin girl, but this Hula bronzer is really nice. It has a really nice creamy brown look, a really nice chocolatey brown color that shows up really nice on our skin. It actually reminds me of a chestnut looking shade, but it's really nice, really smooth, blends in nicely, and is not too harsh in my complexion. A really nice natural bronze that's not too reddy brown and not too cool toned. So this is a perfect you know, mid-tone shade to bronze your face with. Very much impressed with it. Very happy that I got this bronzer. What else did we try? And of course, that blush. Where can I find you? Right, so that Dior blush. Now this Rosie blush, I was actually I mean, you know what, I just went for it. It looked really pink, it really pretty. I didn't really think about whether or not it would show up on my skin or not, but once I looked at it and I saw how bubblegum pink it was, I was a bit skeptical, but I am not disappointed with this product. It gave me a really nice natural glow. Again, I'm not usually into pink blushes. I never lean towards pink anything at all, because you know, I'm a brown girl or whatever. But I love this, and as of lately, I think I've been hunting down all of the pink blushes. So I actually have a few other finds, so I'm going to be showing those in other videos for you guys. But I'm really in love with this blush. It is really pretty, very subtle, a nice pink sheen, and it definitely is true to performance and the way it looks in the pan. And last but not least, the Dior Lip Maximizer. Now, it didn't maximize my lips that much, unless my lips were already max as possible, but it's quite nice. The lip balm, I would say Pat McGrath's lip balm goes on a lot more smoother, a lot like a dream. You know, for the hype that this lip maximizer comes with, I did expect something, I don't know, a little bit more, but it's not disappointing, but it's just like a chapstick. And the lip gloss gives you a really nice shine. Obviously, lip gloss is what gives a tingle. So yeah, guys, so this is it for my new makeup try on and haul. Let me know which one of these products you're loving or you're feeling. Let me know which one of these products you want to get or you have already tried and already swear by. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. You know, tell me what you think overall about this look, this finish, the shade of the foundation that I tried on tonight, and tell me whether you guys are gonna be getting that highlighters, because you know highlighters are the thing, and I heard there was quite a few highlighters that were released recently. So let me know if you got the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter and any other highlighter that I should go there and try, because you know I love highlighters. So yeah, guys, until next time, please, if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed trying on all these new makeup and you're like me, just like going out there and shopping around and trying out new stuff. Please give me a thumbs up. Click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my releases. And until next time, guys, bye and take care.